Hello, first grade. This week we have been reading the awesome story, The Darkest Dark. It is a nonfiction story told about the astronaut Chris Hadfield. So, Chris Hadfield is the author of the story, and he wrote this story about his experience as a young boy. So, for today's activity and lesson, we're going to talk about the purpose of why authors write stories. And we're going to talk about 3 reasons why they entertain us. So I'm going to go over this little chart here. It says there are 3 main reasons that authors write. Here is an easy way to remember them. Do you see here there's a picture of a pie? Well, that pie is there to help us remember the 3 reasons. So the first one is to persuade, starts with the letter P. The next one is inform, it starts with the letter I. And then we have to entertain, that last reason, and it starts with the letter E. So when we take all those letters P, I, E, that helps us think of the word pie. So when we're thinking about why do authors write stories? Pie. P to persuade, I to inform, and E to entertain. So let's talk about what does it mean to persuade. Persuade means to make someone think the same thing that you do. So if I was going to persuade you to buy me a donut, I have to tell you all the reasons why you should get me a donut so that you will do it and agree with me. So that's why some authors will write stories to persuade you, to get you to think the same way that they are. The next one is to inform. Those are those nonfiction books. Inform us so that we can learn facts. And then the last one is to entertain. They write that story for fun. Those are the fiction stories. We read it to be entertained and to enjoy. So, the story by Chris Hadfield, The Darkest Dark, is kind of a story about entertainment because we did enjoy it, but it is also a story about information. He informed us about his experience as a young boy. So it's a nonfiction story told by the author. All right, so let's go ahead and look down below here. It says, as a reader, this is important for you to realize how you read different kinds of books depending on the author's purpose. So, like I said before, when you're trying to read a persuasive paper, when the author's persuading you, you want to think about as the reader, do I want to agree with him or do I think something different? And as a reader, when you're learning about information, you want to understand those facts and put those into your brain. And as a reader, if you are reading to entertain, then you just need to sit back, relax, and enjoy your story. All right. For our activity today, you are going to be doing a sheet that looks like this. You're just going to focus on the bottom half. It's the same page on both ends here, but it says, how can I relate? I want you to think about all the information you learn in the story, The Darkest Dark, told by astronaut Chris Hadfield. And I want you to think about, how do you relate to him? Can you relate to him because you're an astronaut? No, you can't make that connection, can you? So I want you to think about how you can connect and relate to him. If you need to go back and listen to the story, please do so, and maybe you can tell me how you can relate to him from the story.